on Hotel Hardpoint, kicking it off here on P1, and it is going to be Dallas Flat Tires with the early time, but it's going to be Anderson with the opening kill, and now Denver is allowed to get on this time. Both teams kind of just feeling each other out right now.
Yeah, and we see so often these teams heavily favor toward these P2 side of the map, but it kind of opens up for that P1 area to be fought for. You can get a lot of time on here because teams like to neglect it coming toward the second half and really focus toward that second side. But, off the break, kind of back and forth, points for both teams, and right now Denver Surrender are trying to swarm.
And you're seeing some of those spawns come in. You're seeing player number 2 and Grizzly Boy spawning over to that P4 area, now trying to work his way back. It's player number 8, and Brexy is going to try to hold these spawns for P2 and potential gunfight. Meanwhile, Anderson on the point, finding the kills and getting some time. 6-1 start for him. A nice start. Streaks maybe in future, but again, Brexy in the back of the map, trying to find some players here from Denver. Does find one. Now trying to nade the point as well. Gets out with his life. Surely will get cut down here, though. And there he goes down by top left. So now point kind of going back and forth. Both teams just vying for positioning, but right now it looks like Denver has the positioning and the kills.
Yeah, they're trying to fight their way out of it. Kind of a 3v4 situation on time here. There's a big kill out of Brexy. Tries to make things a little bit dangerous for his team, but Anderson is able to pick up the trade, and the fight restarts. Denver Surrender, though, Mr. Anderson, 8 streak right now, 9-1 off the break. He's really being that AR player that Denver needs off the break.
He is, and it's continuing to find kills, helping his team out. Now you're seeing the rotation. This could get really bad for Dallas as they do find the player. Now, a couple of those Denver players do back off. But if you are Dallas, you really do need a big hill here, starting to set up for it. You have the map positioning for it. Now just got to lock it down and lock those angles. Looks like it's going to be Denver trying to work through the bottom of the map, go through P6, excuse me, in that back parking garage. We'll see if anybody can find a way in. It looks like player number 6 and Mikey trying to pick up some stragglers here. Now spawning out his team, though, so maybe a big mistake here from Dallas, and here comes Denver.
Top Life Goon trying to fight his way in. He is able to get one, throws the Dolphin Dive in to buy time, and the rest of the Denver Surrender are there for the trades. Grizzly Boy and Warrenator is finding the kills. Mr. Anderson finds his 13th kill of the game. And that's a great full 60 into a P3 hold for the Denver Surrender. They get that full 60 on P2, and now they have full control of this kitchen hill right now. All things are pointing Denver Surrender in this game 1.
And you just got to find a way to kill Anderson right now. 16-2. Cannot be stopped on another 4. Picking up another one here. Just sitting here in the freezer area. Now calling in the streak, seeing if he can find any stragglers. But Denver off to a really great start here. Kill coming in, and again, Dallas is going to be set up fully for this rotation, but not able to lock in too much time on that last kill. They got broke pretty easily. Let's see if they can do something here.
One thing good for them right now is Denver's all going to be pushing from the front, minus Mr. Anderson, Skystone, and Mikey picking up one of each. Mr. Anderson gets killed from the back, and this is a start of a good hold for Dallas. They get the first wipe, and now Denver Surrender has to wind up another push. This is Dallas's, free way to get back into this game, but you're going to have to hold a couple more times, and there's 3 down as I'm saying that.
Yeah, it's just Denver breaking time and time again. Dallas without an answer right now, and kills continuing to go their way as Denver will continue to soak up this time. Skystone, though, through the back does find one, and this maybe will buy his team a few seconds here on this P4. Now the reach out on the player in lobby, but just maybe now time to back up and set up for that P5. Anderson again getting off some shots on the player in bottom bedroom. Really doing a good job controlling the map. You're seeing the slang on the side of Denver right now. It is evident, and it is a problem right now for Dallas.
Yeah, but one thing is Dallas trying to find their way onto this new hill. It's kind of a fight right now. 3-on-3 pushing toward this hill. Anderson with the scar, he gets taken down. There's 2 kills away of Dallas, so a good start to this hill. But, one thing that's been a problem for Dallas, Denver's been so good at holding. Dallas not as good when it comes to those holds, but their rotations are pretty solid. So, at some point you got to think, Tej, one of these times they're going to be able to get a solid hold here. But if it's not for Grizzly Boy with a 3-piece, it might have happened.
They're kind of chipping away, but then just getting broke a little bit too easily. Got to try to lock that in because, game is starting to slip away a little bit. It is going to be Denver hitting that 126 mark. They're doing a lot of things right. It's just not being able to get the kills and get that extra time on the point after their initial setup. Now going over to this P6, and it looks like Denver's going to be a little bit more in a rotation-heavy mode here. Try to lock in some time as they've really been beaten on all the rotations so far. You do have the early setup here, and now it looks like it's going to be Dallas trying to get through this plat area.
And Dallas has some solid positioning here. They have three players pushed toward this left side, but Anderson is able to take down one. Denver doing a great job of trying to flood that time, make sure it's safe right now. And, you see those Denver arrows. They are all around this hill. They're not worried about mid. They know Dallas is coming from the right. And there's even a team kill to go with him. He's on a 3, 24 and 6, Tej. Anderson is doing it all for the squad right now.
Yeah, does not care who is on the battlefield here. He is taking everyone out. Skystone with the kill on the top life, but Dallas just cannot get in right now. A huge hold from Denver. And as I say that, the break does come in. So Dallas will try to collect his last 15 seconds or so. But now possibly a chance for Denver to flip these for P2 spawns. Looks like they might be trying to do that. They do have the clearance, and that should do it as you see the map positioning right now. So it is going to be Denver with these P2 spawns. Dallas on the early time, though, for P1. Excuse me. It's going to be Denver on the early time here for P1, looking to extend that lead.
Yeah, and this is a big point for Dallas because, you can try to make this hill mixy, but you're going to have to get control of those new side spawns. You're realistically within one hill of being in this game, no doubt about it. You can have a great P2 hold, but you got to get there and you got to do it quick because 35 seconds left to go. Denver keeping this hill as scrappy as they could possibly be because they have those good sides. If I'm Dallas, you got to try to fight through these kills and work for the spawns off the back of it. And they're doing a good job right now swarming the hill, but the one player Warrenator, he's able to get that final kill. And I mean, 18 seconds left. This is going to be tough for Dallas to climb out of.
Yeah, now they're kind of making a commitment here. You want to get those P2 spawns, but they're getting cut down. So now you're trying to fight for the rest of this time. But there's going to be Wah on the point, just absolutely taking down those players. And this is starting to get out of hand. Is going to be Denver with a 100-point lead. Anderson 31-9. What can you say about this performance? Now trying to get back in here is Dallas. Have to find a way back in, but it is going to be Denver with the spawn, so this is going to be a tough situation.
Anderson trying to make the play. He's flanking around 3 players here. He's able to get one. The rest of the team picks up 2 of their own, though. That leaves the last one, Mikey, and he picks up a spawner toward that spa side of the map. Not sure they're going to be able to read that. Dallas might be able to get a break here, but the rest of the team falls. But Brexy's in the back with his teammates. I mean, 25 seconds left to go, though. This might not be where you want to be if you're Dallas. Now you're trapped back into the old hill spawns.
Yeah, everything that can really go wrong here for Dallas has in the last few hills, and wow, with 3 in the feed. And this should just about do it. Excuse me, it was actually a 4 in the feed. I didn't see that first one. But they're all going to be all set up for this P5. P3. I am really out of it right now. But they're going to be set up for this P3. And in just a few seconds, if they can hold this hill, it should be over. Denver just able to pull away in the second half of this game. Dallas trying to fight their way in, but only 8 seconds to go here. Aspect going to get taken down by Top Life. And I don't know if another Dallas player is going to get close enough. They're just getting cut down. One last contest coming in from Brexy. Just shooting at everything, and they do make the break. One last player is going to get taken down. So Dallas not out of it yet, but I mean, you talk about perfect hardpoint. This is going to be something.
They bought a lifeline. They did get that. Brexy gets the 2-piece, and they have a little bit of extra time on their hands. Aspect and Grizzly Boy, the last one's alive. He is able to pick one. He is not able to get the second, though. So now if you're Denver, rotate to this new hill. You guys are all right. You got a 150-point cushion for your heads to feel safe, and you're here. 7 seconds left to go, though. Dallas, this is their final push to try to stay alive here this game 1.
And this should be it unless a pinch comes in here from the back and the kill does come in. But the contest not in time, and Denver surrender. Take the map 1 in pretty convincing fashion, 250 to 130. And I mean, again, the performance from Anderson was just a big one. Wah as well. I mean, 36 and 15. You're seeing the kill here. He had a nice game as well. Back in this Mercado SND, it is going to be the Dallas Flat Tires starting off on the attacking side first, down 1-0 in the series. It's going to be Anderson starting where he left off last map, now with the sniper, finding that first pick.
Yeah, but the Denver Surrender have somewhat neglected this A site. They're giving Dallas all of this house control. They just got to find out where these Denver players are. It's kind of a slow-paced waiting game right now to see what exactly is going on this defensive side for Dallas. But we see we're leading up to a push very soon.
This look like, I mean, Denver's kind of playing the side light. It is going to be Wah here on this A side, just waiting for these players. But I mean, you see those other Denver players kind of playing in mid. Now the information coming in, you're seeing the swarm coming in. Wah does find one. Skystone with one there for Dallas. Skystone taken down though. Now Aspect left in the 1v3.
Yeah, 1v3 with not a lot of time left to go. You kind of got to make a miracle happen currently. And you got players pushing around these hedges. 2 left to go with 15 seconds. Not sure Aspect is going to get this one, but you might want to chalk this up to maybe Dallas took a little too much time to try to make their way onto that A bomb site.
And Aspect getting spotted now, going to get pinched, and that is around. But yeah, as you said, I think you know they obviously didn't know they had the clearance to that site, but just taking a little too long, and only that one player over there. If they could have maybe got a shell from the house, taking him out, you would open up the map a little bit. But it's going to be Denver with the round win, and now they will try their hand on the offensive side of the map. We'll see if their game plan is similar.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson still with the sniper in his hands. Wah picking up 2 of his own in that round 1. Let's see where Denver opts to go with it. Would expect them to go toward that A site, but it looks like they might be opting for a B, and I personally like that out of them.
It
Ooh.
is going to be Skystone with the opening pick onto Anderson with a sniper of his own. So Dallas does have the lives advantage. Let's see what they can do with it. But you see the bomb here for Denver going over to that B side. One player left in house, though. We'll see if Wah can catch these Dallas players unsuspecting. But maybe Mikey now kind of getting this inkling that they are going to go over to B. A little bit of a weird round. You're now seeing Wah back off and go back around to his spawn, and he's gonna find the kill on the Mikey as well. So big kill there. The lives are even. Now we're gonna have a big gunfight in the bottom of the map. Aspect takes out Grizzly. Top life seeing those players, but gets taken down as well. And that is gonna be Wall left in a 1v3.
Dallas looking to bounce back into the game right now. But wow, making it a 1v2, this is definitely still possible. Bomb is near him. He's got to pick it up and plant that thing, but he does feel some sense of danger. But the problem is there's no danger about as of now. He's just looking for ghosts currently, as the rest of the Dallas Flat Tires are now cooped up in the middle of the map. They both have eyes on this bomb site right now. Not sure if Skystone saw him. He definitely did now. The kill comes in. He's going to plant that bomb. Not sure Brexy's going to be able to read this. He throws the nade down. That's going to hit him for sure. He's one shot and he gets taken down. So, wow. Almost makes a miracle happen, but Brexy shuts it down at the final hour.
And nice composure there from Brexy. Obviously, things get a little bit interesting, and now when you're last alive after that is a little bit scary and a little bit anxious at times. But he makes the most of it. Easy nade onto the bomb, and then kill afterwards. So Brexy gets that round on the board for Dallas. We are tied up 1-1. And obviously, I mean, look, it starts from the short, right? But both teams playing with a pretty slow pace right now. Like, both teams kind of taking their times, maybe feeling each other out, but also just making sure they're not making mistakes. I think there's a difference between, not playing scared and also, playing a little bit slow and tactical. Want to see a little bit more aggressiveness out of some of these teams, and you're seeing Dallas trying to get right into this house and make a play. But again, if you're defensively here for Denver, you know exactly where everybody is.
The problem is you get everybody toward this A site, but the bomb is in the back Barber area playing kind of slow. So now they do finally make their way around toward this, but you got 2 Denver Surrender players staring straight at this house right now, ready for anything to try to sneak out. And this is where things start to slow down. But Mikey is able to pick up Goon. But Wah picks up 2 off the back of it. A huge 2-piece in the grand scheme of things. Now Dallas going to have quite the rough time trying to get this bomb down if they can't get a pick.
And you're seeing again, just staying in this house area. Aspect does find one though on Grizzly, who was just getting a little bit aggressive there. Does not pay off. But if you're Wall, you still know that these players are going to be in this house.
Oh,
Aspect though, with the headshot there. Now Skystone spots the leg of Anderson. 1v2 here for Anderson with the sniper. Definitely a tough task, but if anybody can do it, it's him. Can he get the shot off? No. And now you're put in a really tough situation with the pistol. Gets taken down. A nice round out of Dallas. There's a little bit of over aggression there from Grizzly, and it just does not pay off for him.
Big round out of Aspect specifically. Pretty sure he either picked up 2 or 3 kills, and it really opened things up for Dallas in that round. Denver was in a really solid spot, but Aspect picks up a huge couple of kills to make it a 2v1 situation, and then ends up finding Anderson after his teammate plants that bomb. So he pulls out the tack. He said, "Hey, my sniping days are over. Let's get back to the AR gameplay and see if him and the Denver Surrender can make something happen on this offensive end."
Yeah, Denver and Anderson now not messing around, put that sniper away, and all out aggression toward this bottom house. Wah picks up the first kill on the Brexy. And now top left. I don't know if he spotted that player back out. He definitely did now, seeing that glint. But already, watch this pinch potentially from Aspect. If he's quick enough with it, he could potentially make a play here. Grizzly Boy finding another one on Mikey, though. But Aspect has to go huge here for his team. Now you're seeing, it looks like Wah maybe knows what's happening here. No, I'm sorry. I thought he was on balcony, but he's going to be in top house. Aspect has the potential to make a play here. Grizzly, though, finds the kill, and now Aspect left in a 1v4. Does find one. There's shit. And the Denver players. Oh, maybe a call out did not come in because Aspect picks up a second kill. He's on a 5. Little tight situation in this house down here. Is he going to expect this player on the stairs? I doubt it. Trying to get out of his life, and he is taken down. A little bit of a weird round there. Aspect had a potential to make a play, but it is going to be really hard to do when it's a 1v4.
Denver do a great job of evening the odds there. I mean, if Aspect's on that pinch and there's 2 Dallas players alive, then maybe he can make something happen there. But instead, it's a 2v4. That one player gets picked off, and now, left in a 1v4, there's only so many places you can be, Tej. So, Wah, 8-4 so far, kind of being that X factor for the Denver Surrender. On the other side, we have Aspect, who we saw pick up a couple of kills right there. And I mean, both of these teams looking solid. We're seeing a back and forth affair, but that's not the best stun you want to see.
Yeah, it's an interesting play off the rip, and hopefully he won't need that for later. But it is going to be an interesting play here for Denver. They're going to play B side, but again, playing it pretty slow, getting some stuns off. Information granted here for Denver, but you see those players staying in their positions. Don't want to give anything away. His Aspect's going to hop up on a cheeky spot, but they got one player pushing into Mike. He does find the kill. Dangerous play there, but Anderson in a prime position here to pick up a kill if he finds the time. He does find one. Now trying to get out with his life. Gonna run into some players, though. Aspect is there for the trade. Now a 3v2 advantage here for Dallas. Goon taken down, and the last Denver player taken down. Dallas with the round and retake the lead.
An Aspect, I mean, Anderson could have very easily found a 2-piece there, but Aspect being in the sky kind of threw him off a little bit. It's the little things that makes these rounds a whole lot easier. Aspect picks up another 2 kills onto the board and making Dallas's, S&D dreams, look like a reality currently as they go up 3-2 in this map so far. Denver Surrender, though, this would be a great time to get the ball rolling on this offensive end. If you can win this offense, you can start to get that round streak growing, but it really has to start here because you don't want to go down 2-4 at all.
Yeah, and they do have the clearance, so it's going to be a heavy stack for Dallas over to A. They do not know that they have full clearance. So Aspect again, though, finding 2 on the cross, and that is going to put a damper into the push here from Denver. Aspect sitting at 11-3. Now just trying to find these last players. They know the bomb's over here. They have the information. Now it's just about collapsing on these players in 10. Got to be careful, though, about this player up top. Now the double chow coming in. Nice play there from Dallas. Is going to be Anderson left in a 1v3, spots the player, and he might be able to get timing on 2. Going to find Mikey, and that's just a tough situation. Obviously, doesn't know he's there, but kind of giving your life away for free. Now a 1v2. They know where he is. He is stuck in this tin, trying to find a way out, and does try to get out the back door. Now the chase coming in. Anderson with some fortunate timing there on Aspect. Now left in a 1v1 against Brexy. Brexy playing around the site and gets the kill with the Vaz there. And Dallas hang on, and they go up 4-2.
Brexy playing it patient pays off. I mean, another almost, that would have been a bad round for Dallas to lose. But Brexy saves the day. Similar to that other round that Wah almost won. I mean, Brexy's kind of the guardian angel of this Dallas team right now, saving them from 1v3s left and right. And he only has 2
I
kills,
was
so
gonna
both of
say,
those
yeah.
kills, quite some impactful kills, you got to think, Tej.
I mean, this guy is clutch right here. 2 kills and both to stop 1v3s. And there's going to be a player over to B again. Now you're saying Denver making the adjustment, have 2 players over here. Anderson, I think, got some shots off on Brexy there. Brexy backs off. Now we'll see where the push comes in. Mikey, though, with a play through mid. Denver leaving it unaccounted for, and he's able to sneak right through. Now, Mikey, I don't know if he's going to find this player on the cruddy roof here. And Aspect actually does find him. So now there it is. The clearance here for Dallas to get this bomb down while taking some shots. His position is known. And now Dallas with bomb down. Now 4v2 situation, make it 4v1. Aspect 14-4.
I mean, Aspect has become a whole nother player in this game two, going absolutely nuclear right now in this game two. I mean, there's only been 7 rounds in the game, and he has 14 kills, Tej. I mean, this might be a record for most kills per round in a CRL match because, 14, I mean, I've got to tip that. That is quite the stat line so far in this game.
Yeah, he had a nice little map 1 as well, but really showing out here in map 2, and now his team just 1 round away, going back on the offensive side, looking to close it out here, and there's going to be Denver taking this bomb over to the A site. You're seeing pre-nades come in from Wah, nothing doing. But again, for Dallas, I mean, they're pretty content with playing this A side. Brexy finds 1. Mikey getting taken out by Anderson. Brexy, you got to play your life and get out, but doesn't spot that player laying in the back. It's Anderson making a play. He's got a Vaz out now. He is here for business. Sees this player and short and takes him down as well. It's going to be 3 in the round for Anderson. And now Aspect, the main man, left in a 1v3. Stops shooting and gets taken down. And it's not over yet. Denver with a round on the board.
It's never over until it's over. And another, W part of that is that was on the offensive end for the Denver surrender. So, great way to start the comeback. If you're trying to make it, you were down 5-2. Some would say that is, probably the worst situation to be in. 5-3, we know that you can make a comeback on that. But 5-2, not as easy, no doubt about it. Now Denver on the defensive end, they have a route to get their way back into this game and maybe push this toward a 5-5.
I want to see. It looks like, Denver again leaving mid open here. Could potentially make a play here for Dallas, but it is going to be Wall with the first kill. And now you're going to have a flank out of 2 Denver players. You got to be careful if you're Dallas. Going to have a fight here in the back taco area. Brexy does find 1, though, onto Anderson. Still one other player over here in Grizzly, trying to get some shots off. Now, if he's not careful, he'll get taken down. Nice little teamwork there out of Dallas. This bomb going to that B site, and now Aspect may be able to find this kill on the player bottom house. No, he's going to get taken down by Wah. Huge kill. Now a kill by Skystone on Goon in the mid-cut. That is going to be Wah left in a 1v2, and I believe he has the other 2 in the round, so this would be for the ace to keep this alive.
Well, in a tough spot, but I think he's making the right decision here going over. Oh, no, get back on the map.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no, Tej, he jumped off of the map. Oh, he pulled the Clayster at its finest. Dallas Flat Tires win the game 2, and that is not how I expected that.
But we do have a tied series. And we are now on a CeeLo control here in map 3. Dallas on the attacking side to start it off, and they're going to try to hit a B play here right off the rip, trying to continue that momentum they got from that search and destroy. Wah knows he's got a bunch of players in his way, and he's going to get taken down. Already an opening here for Dallas.
Yeah, and that's a quick 3-stack onto that point, but Top Life Goon and Grizzly Boy going to be on the flank, ready to take him down. Grizzly Boy picks up 1, Mr. Anderson picks up the second. Now it's Brexy all alone. So, kind of a good push out of the Dallas Flat Tires, but Denver surrender stifled that very quick. Now you can decap that. You can try to find Brexy. They end up doing so, and now you got to turn your focus toward that A point. That Dallas is going to be going there.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty positive push, though, there from Dallas to start it off. Now you focus your eyes onto A, the easier point to capture. Skystone trying to stay alive on this point. He's going to get taken down by Wah. Now Brexy trying to find the kill. Probably doesn't know there's 2 players there. A team kill does come in, though. WA does get taken down. Brexy will get taken down as well. And Spawn's a little bit back and forth here for Dallas. You're now seeing them spawn over toward green, but Skystone's still floating around that A side. 41 seconds on the clock, though. Got to make a decision here quickly, and maybe they try to get on B.
Yeah, and Dallas is doing a great job of spreading this map right now. There's no situation where if they can just go for it down and instantly be in that spawn trap. They got players over here toward B. They got Mikey toward A trying to make something happen. And, if you do things like that, then it's going to be really difficult for Denver to put you in that back spawn trap. But for now, Dallas, they got to move. Only 27 seconds left to go, and they have no ticks.
They don't, and now it does allow Denver, after they got a few down, to get some pressure here. Now you're going to say that Grizzly Boy trying to find that kill on the mic. He does get taken down. That could be a big kill. But now if you're Dallas, I think you got to try to get over to B here just to stop the clock. They are still getting shut down at A. See two Dallas players trying to get over to this B site, but Denver ready for it. Wow, with one. Now Brexy left alone on point. Gonna get picked up by the player on gate. Skystone, though, trying to get there for the reinforcement. He's left all alone, at least getting one tick. Maybe just trying to buy his time for his teammates to get back to B or A, but he's going to get taken down, and that should do it. Nade coming in, but it won't be enough. Denver starting off hot there with a nice defensive round.
Yeah, and I mean, Dallas was able to get that one tick, but otherwise flawless out of the Denver surrender. They did a great job of, keeping track of where these players were. They were isolating players that were sneaking through, players that were, trying to make a play on the other side of the map. It was, very solid from them from start to finish. And if we can see teamwork like that in the offensive end, I definitely see a world where Denver is able to take one of these offensive round homes. But Dallas, now's their time to bounce back here on the defensive end.
I think there was just a little bit of lack of coordination there offensively for Dallas. They got moments where they got some kills, but just weren't able to capitalize and move up the map as a team. Ultimately, that is going to be their demise, as now they will try their hand on the defensive side. Grizzly trying to get to this pool area. Does find one before he is taken down, and now you see Denver trying to move up toward this B area, playing this very, very slow. You got ARs back in green area. He's going to get taken down. That was Wah. Now the kills going back and forth right now. One less player on point. Mikey getting some shots off on the top life will finish that kill. But Denver, I mean, they're content with trying to bash the front door open here on B. Good job by Dallas to shut them out.
Yeah, we see player 7 and player 8. They focus their eyes toward that A point, but player 4 and player 1, that's Mikey and Brexy, they seem to be somewhat ready for it. The Cruise does come in, taking down Mikey. So now you got a 3v1 on that A point. Brexy gets taken down. Skystone's still here, but the rest of the Denver surrender are on that A point. They've already gotten a tick in their favor.
Good job by them just to kind of, take control for a second as, wow. Interesting situation there, and the kill will come in. Grizzly now trying to stay alive on this point. He is taken down. Last second attempt to stop this A point, but that should do it. Denver secures A, and now the eyes go to B. We'll see what their route is here, as you see a couple players top left here kind of poking around in the back. We'll see what they do, but you're seeing the stack over by Dallas. Trying to not to give everything away, Aspect with the first kill, but now Denver trying to flood the point here. Getting taken down, though. Trades going back and forth. A pinstripe kill feed. Now Skystone left to try to take out Wah, which he does, and Dallas will thwart the Denver push this time around.
Yep, Denver surrender all back up in their spawn. You got 2 in the mid, though, and I like that out of Denver. I want to see players push through mid on this offense, trying to get toward that B point. They got some good mid control, and if they can get these Dallas flat towers, one of those players can maybe try to start a spawn trap there at that back defensive spawn. But for now, the kills do seem to be back and forth, and Dallas is doing a great job of holding down this B point. But you got players trying to push around the back now, and this could get dangerous quick, but Dallas picks up a couple kills. So, the push is coming and going, and, Dallas is doing a great job of just keeping them, back away for now.
Wow, that's alive over here. Trying to make a play. You're starting to see Dallas push up a little bit into field, which is spawning Denver in that back corner over by yellow, which is the play. It's exactly what you want to do. Ideally, trying to get somebody into that green building, so you're spawning all these Denver players on the other side of the map. Grizzly finds one and now gets on the point, sitting at 18 and 8. Nice map for him. Now waiting for reinforcements here. And again, it does not take much to get ticks offensively. You can get a few down, It is the opening, and here we go. It is only going to be one person on the stacker now, but Anderson with the coverage over for that player. Skystone does take him down, though. Wow, with a couple kills in the feed. One is going to be a team kill, though. Now Top Life trying to sneakily get to this point, try to find the kill, but Brexy does take him down, and Dallas again holding firm here, just stopping this Denver push. Now Wah less alive, trying to make something happening, but he is buying time for his teammates to get back to the point and maybe an opening here. Got to find the kills, though, if you're Denver.
The kills are going the way of Dallas for now. 5v4 in the life count. Not sure it'll come to that, but Mr. Anderson picks up a big two-piece, and Denver is on the point for now. Top Life Goon tries to get the kill, but Mr. Anderson finds another. They're still off the point. They got 16 seconds left to go, though, but Dallas with 2 lives left, and Denver has 3. This could get dangerous.
It could, and now Skystone trying to just find these players, does find it, and now it is going to, just like that, be Top Life left in a 1v2. He is going to get taken down, and Dallas survive by the skin of their teeth. And they will take the defensive round there.
Yeah, and if you're Denver, if you're Denver, you may have not won that offensive round. It didn't go your way, but that's no doubt a W in my book if I'm on the Denver camp, because you get those 4 ticks, and in the back of your mind, you go, okay, Dallas only got 1 in that round 1. So, Denver, it might be 1-1 right now, but they're definitely, technically in the lead here.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, get the ticks offensively, and that could go a long way. Obviously, not the most defensive heavy map, of course, for Control, but I think it is ideal to try to get defense for round 5 if we get there. And it looks like it is going to be Dallas trying to attack this A point first, try to change up their strategy off the break off, at least from last round. And it looks like they will have the clearance here to get on. Denver kind of playing in that mid area right now, maybe just trying to find a few stragglers. And now they'll try to make their way over to the point. As Anderson finds one. Top Life with one on the Skystone as well. Now a couple more players here on the point for Dallas, but doing a good job, actually. They come out on top of the trades for the moment. Now Mikey last alive on this point, trying to hold it down. Anderson takes him down, and now if you're Dallas, you have an opening over at B.
Yes, you absolutely do. We already got players on that point. It's an instant 3 stack on toward that B point. Player 3 pushing up so he can get that coverage for his teammates. But you already got 1 tick if you're Dallas. I mean, this is going much better than the round 1. The kills are going in the favor of Denver, but the Dallas presence is definitely still here.
It is, and it shows what this map is about, right? Like, there's times where you just have open breaks because of map positioning or, 3-4 down in the feed. Anything can change in an instant on this map and mode. Skystone taking down 2. Now Wah thinks better of trying to get under that A point. He'll let Dallas have it and now try to reposition here and find these players on the flank. Does find one on the aspect. A couple more players in the back, though. Do not know if they see him. Wah, though, finding Mikey. Now Brexy last alive over here for Dallas for the time being. Just trying to play his life and really allow his teammates to move up. But I think if you're Brexy, you got to try to find this player on barbecue to allow your teammates to move up.
But now, as Brexy gets that kill, Denver Surrender is going to be a little worried about his presence in this bottom map area. As he picks up the second, now he becomes a true force as he can take down this last player up top. He opts to go straight toward the point, and now Wah has to turn his focus toward that time. He sees Brexy making moves, and you can just see how much of a nuisance he's being right now, just allowing the rest of the Dallas Flat Tires to just full sprint toward that B point right now, and that's exactly what you need as he picks up his 5th spree.
Yeah, I mean, he's making the plays right now, just his teammates not able to find the kills over to the points. I mean, he's still alive. Last player over there now.
No.
Wah knows he's in there with the knife and takes him out. And now if you're Dallas, you have a minute left on the clock. Lives, I wouldn't imagine, become a factor in this, but we'll see as like trying to slide back onto this point. I mean, even if you can get the second pick here for Dallas, that could be something to hold on for. But Skystone going to try to get on this point here. Now you have it in, and look where these players are spawning here for Denver. They're spawning all the way in the corner. I don't think they're going to be able to get there. Stack coming in here for Dallas, and as I said, it takes 1 split second, and anything can change on a CeeLo.
And that's Dallas's work in the beginning of the round, assisting their W right there. That was, it wasn't an amazing situation for Dallas. They had 4 people in the spawn and 2 on the point, but since they got those essentially 2 ticks beforehand just off that scrappy play, that fight for the time, keep flooding, and Brexy staying alive in that backside of the map, it just gave them the free W there. on that B point. So a huge, huge offensive win for Dallas right when they needed it the most.
Brexy just making the plays that round for Dallas. You really got to tip your cap to him, just being a nuisance, as you said, in the back of the map aspect, finding Anderson on this B side, but it is going to be Denver looking to attack this A point first. Kind of just playing it slow for now. Now looking for the break. It is going to be Grizzly coming in with a kill on to Brexy. Mikey trying to stay alive, but now you got Wah on top tower, and this could be a problem if you're Dallas, because this power position is something else, and there's going to be 3 in the feed. You can basically chalk up A at this point. If you can not kill this player on tower, it is not going to be a good time, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Dallas just going to focus on this B site, but now if you're Denver, you have 2 whole minutes to get over to B.
Yeah, and someone just chowed. Wow, that was Mikey, and maybe not the best decision because now Dallas is kind of getting suffocated there on toward that B point. Denver able to kind of push up. They're making routes toward this point right now. Brexy's in a good spot, though. This is actually huge. They get a couple of Denver down, and now they're back in that spawn. Waz the only one alive here, and Dallas can reinforce that point safely. But like we saw before, Tej, all it takes is 1-4 down, and there's the first on the board for Wah.
While in a similar position to Brexy as last round, just being a nuisance. They know he's in this back area. They're just trying to find him. Skystone trying to get some shots off. Wah just staying alive, and I think that's all you want to do right now. Wait for your reinforcements to go back up. Skystone, though, he says, look, he can stay there. If we can continue to pick these players off in field, he does not matter. But now you're seeing the play from the back. It is going to be Denver trying to set up a pinch play through the back, but Dallas is playing it pretty well. 2 more players in the back. Wah again trying to find the kill. Does find one on the Mikey and finds the second on the Brexy. Now the situation is for Denver. You can get these players back up the field as Wah continuing to fry. That's going to be 3 and a huge 3, and it finds it on the Sky Zone as well. That's going to be 4 down. The nade coming in, though, for Brexy. It is going to be the stack. It looks like it's going to be a 3 stack for Denver. Can Dallas get back? They need to throw these nades in here. Brexy trying to come around the back and does find one. Cannot get the second. The second tick does come in. Mikey now trying to get back on this point. He's taken down. Aspect trying to get a kill. He gets traded out. Skystone with the last. Still one more player on it. It's going to be Wah, and they're not going to be able to get there as Dallas is spawning too far out. Maybe just a second. Oh, he got the point for just a second, but it was not enough. Denver clutch up, win the round 4, and now we're going to a round 5.
I mean, we say that it takes 1-4 down to win an offensive round, and we saw Wah get all 4 right there to open up that push. I mean, a huge play out of Wah. You know, a little bit of assistance from the teammate, but an enormous solo play to be able to pull that offensive round. Now we're going to the round 5 LSELO control. I mean, this is for big momentum here in this series.
It's literally the same story as that round 3. Brexy was being annoying. Wah just staying alive in that back area, for in Dallas's area, and it's so hard to deal with. As now Denver is feeling it, finding a few in the feed, and already Grizzly getting aggressive, finding Aspect in the back. This is not good if you are Dallas, because the spawn trap might be in. You're seeing the players push the map. Got to be careful, as looks like Dallas is going to try to go through the middle of this map, and now maybe getting some clearance over to B. If you can find this B point, that would be huge here for Dallas. Getting shot in the back, though. Grizzly does find 2, and that is going to leave Aspect alone on that B site. Does find 1, though, and again, maybe some clearance to get over to this B site. Trophy system down. Get your teammates over there. You're seeing where Denver's spawning.
Aspect tries to push up, but, you know, it's a B and A push right now for Dallas. They get the kills at A, and they find some at B as well. So now the A point is for Dallas's taking. They have 2 players on there waiting for their teammates to reinforce, but with only 2 stack, Denver can definitely fight for this, but Brexy is ready for it. I mean, if I'm Dallas, I might chalk up this A point because we know how volatile that B point can be.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing here, and doesn't look like it matters, as it is going to be the A point captured here. So now, all eyes over to B. No ticks over there as of right now. And now if you're Dallas, you got a couple players down. You got to start thinking about grouping up and making a play. All the Denver players standing around in the back, kind of waiting for this push. You're going to see Grizzly, though, get aggressive, and he might be the thorn in the side here for Dallas. as they're just getting cut down right now from all those ARs in the back of the map. Meanwhile, you got Grizzly again with that sub, just trying to find somebody at this point. Not able to find anybody, but Dallas pushing their way through mid, maybe again trying to be those nuisances in the back of the map.
Yeah, and Grizzly can't find anybody, but he gets good information. He says, guys, there's nobody over here. They're all in mid, but maybe it's too little too late as they recognize it, because now Dallas are all over this Denver surrender point right now. Grizzly, the last one alive, truly, but he's able to pick up 2. I mean, that's a big play out of him to allow his teammates to get back here. I mean, 11 lives to 16 for Denver surrender. They're looking solid in this defense.
Now, if you're Dallas, you got to start to show that sense of urgency. 51 seconds on the clock. You're down in lives right now, and Anderson continuing to kill these players as they move over to the B point, now getting that trophy down, and this is going to be a hard kill here in the back of the map. But watch Mikey again. Mikey trying to make a play to the back of the map. Rexy with the chow on him. Mikey, does he spot that last player in their trucks? He does not. He's going to get taken down. And now if you're Dallas, you have probably one more push at this. 30 seconds left. 7 lives. Denver fully set up.
There is a cruise coming in, I'm pretty sure, but it does land. It doesn't take down anybody. The push is still alive for Dallas. Mr. Anderson, though, he's got the overwatch. Takes down Brexy. Now the last one alive is Aspect. He's really the only one who can make something happen. Not sure Denver can make it over there. Or not sure Dallas can make it over there. And Denver might have taken home this CeeLo control. Grizzly Boy picking up the last kills they need. And Denver go up in the series 2-1.
Denver clutch up back against the wall in that round 4 and 5, but they are able to pull it out. And as you said, go back up in this series 2-1. That was a really good map, right? Like, it was a very entertaining map. I will say one thing about it, in the map for a Hydro Hardpoint, there's going to be Denver with those favorable spawns over to that P2 side, and we're swimming already going into this P1.
I mean, if you're not swimming, you're not winning. That's what I like to say. But wow, he's able to pick up 1, but there's still one deep in the trenches of the water right now. That is Brexy. He is able to find 1. He's able to almost find the second, putting in a lot of damage. He says, all right, guys, I'm working toward the spawns. This is scary. But the rest of Dallas, they are working through that P3, and Brexy's going to play the nuisance role yet again, and I'm gonna be honest, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised the call-out didn't come in that Brexy was pushing the back. Now it does come in, and you see Wah trying to find him on the cross, but this could flip the spawns, but he's got some company in the back of the map. Meanwhile, as that's going down, he's going to get taken down. Look at the spawn from player number 7. And now you're going to see it is going to be Denver. I mean, Dallas, there's no way you can expect a pincher from the back. Maybe they do, as player getting taken down. But already we're seeing some weird spawns here on Hydro. Does look like Denver, though, for the moment, will have spawns for P2 as the hill pops.
Yeah, Aspect gets put in what I would like to call a sticky situation. I mean, that was kind of awkward right there. Every player's around you. But Dallas Flat Tires do have an open lane toward this left side of the map. The kills not necessarily going their way, but Skystone does find his way toward the back. If he could just stay alive here, it would be great. But Mr. Anderson's able to, sniff him out. And Denver have had a fantastic P2 so far.
Yeah, they have. And now 23 seconds left. You got to kind of make a decision here for Dallas, because you're already seeing player number 8. Now it is going to be Denver spawning on that P3. So it is going to be Dallas collecting the last 15 seconds or so, but rotation's already in favor of Denver for this P3. Having said that, you have Grizzly Boy spawning on last, and now Kabuko is going in the way of Dallas, so they're actually going to have the rotation over to P3. Some big kills from them, and this could be the opening for them.
Kind of a big nade out of Grizzly Boy, and they all spawn in the back. Not sure Dallas was ready for that one, but Denver has a quick push toward this P3. Top Life Goon able to pick up the first one. The trade should go back and forth. 2v2 now on the hill, and Wah with a big kill. Now it's Wah and his teammates, Mr. Anderson and Top Life Goon, ready to take down Aspect. But Aspect on a 6 streak. He's got 7 kills, so he's had a great second half of this game so far. But Aspect, I think he gets the cruise, but Denver has the time.
Does have that, and on a map like this, it could be pretty helpful. Going forward, now 2 seconds left on this P3, and you're seeing the spawns here from Dallas spawning in the back. Could kind of be a curse for them, as they will collect the last 10 seconds, but now it is going to allow Denver to get the rotation for free, basically over to this P4. However, having said that, Dallas pushing the pace with these players pushing the hill. Mr. Anderson, though, ready for it, and so is
Oh!
the rest of Denver. Anderson with the kills, and now a big break has to come in from Dallas.
Mr. Anderson hits the Harlem Globetrotter, jumps on right over him to pick up that second kill. He's 10-4 right now. It's the Anderson and Wash show yet again, 10-6 and 10-4 accordingly. And Mr. Anderson finds that cruise missile. I mean, Denver surrender there in the beginning of the start to lock in another full 60 here. And, I mean, that would put them, heavily favored in the driver's seat here in this game 4. And, this is series point, Tej. Oh,
Oh!
wow.
Aspect popping off there, finding 3. Once again, though, it is another break from Dallas with less than 20 seconds, and it's going to give Denver the spawns over toward next, which has kind of been, look, you're staying close in this game, but that's eventually going to catch up to you, you would imagine. However, they do get a spawn over to P3 with top lights pushing for the last couple seconds over there toward P4. So now it's going to be Dallas set up, but you're seeing the spawns all around the map here for Denver as they will find a way to break in. This is just one of the hills that it is almost impossible to hold spawns on this hill. You're seeing Denver just basically getting everybody in the hill. Like, look, we're not going to be able to hold spawns. Just get everybody to the hill and try to defend it, but Dallas breaks right on in. Wow, does find one, does find a second, and breaks right back in for Denver. And now you're seeing spawns all across the map. Dallas going to get splits. That's 24 seconds here left on this P5. Close to heading over to P1.
Yeah, Denver having a fantastic first rotation of hills. Dallas, similar to last game, not out of it yet. They just need to have one solid hill and, try to keep it mixy in between that time, and they can find their way back into this game. But it's all going to start on this P1. Denver going to be spawning on the old hill, and it's going to be tough when you got Top Life, Goon, and Wah looking at you, trying to kill that trophy system. The team kill does come in, so Aspect's able to shake things up just a little bit. He picks up a second as well. 15-10 right now for Aspect, being that X factor they need right now. And the Dallas Flyers, they have good side. Keyword, though, they have them for now.
Yeah, we'll see if they can hold it, but I think this is the moment in the game. If you cannot get a foothold on this P1 and P2, it is going to look really, really bad for you, and Denver breaks right back on into this P1. They are going to find 2, though, and I think the name of the game is just keep Denver off this as long as you can, and then set up for P2. Try to get a full 6 here, as close to the full 60 as you can. You're going to see Grizzly Boy doing his best impression of Michael Phelps, swimming in that ocean side, and going to get behind, gets those spawns for Denver just like that. Denver in the driver's seat here and not looking back.
Yeah, you kind of need to have a dedicated water watcher on this map when you're playing this game, because there's just any time somebody could just hit a water route, and you're just, it could be, you could be not looking for just a moment, but it can make all the difference, because that goes from Dallas having good side and having the setup for this P2 to now Denver, Grizzly Boy, Michael Phelps' way over through that left side of the map, and now they're set up for a full 60. So this is where the avalanche starts to grow for the Denver surrender. They are suffocating the Dallas Flyers right now.
Dallas, just the story of this game for them is they can just not get a full setup and really lock things down. Like, just every hill for them has just been crazy. Anderson finding 2. Aspect will get the trade onto him and find another to get the rest of this time again. Just really 20 seconds going to them. Brexy on the other side of the map just trying to hold these spawns, which good luck, my man. And he's going to have 3 Denver players rotating over to this P3, just playing it slow. It is going to have to be Brexy to make a play here. Once his teammates push through the front, he's got to be able to make the play through the back, finding one player, just playing it slowly. Does find one. Now the pressure coming from the front from Dallas. Brexy with 2, and that's going to be all 4. Perfect play there for Dallas. Let's see if they recognize these spawns in the back of the map, though.
I think they're expecting them to spawn front. Player 4 did have an idea, but he calls it out to his teammates. That's Skystone. Now they reinforce here toward the time. They get a team kill and a trophy kill on their side. So not the worst of situations, but as Grizzly Boy picks up the last 2, Denver does spawn out on the other side of the map yet again. So Dallas has these favorable spawns, but you're going to want to have to get in here quick and flip them again, because we know where that next hill is, and this can get dangerous. It can look like a mirror of the last time around, but Wah is getting kills left and right now.
And again, another hill. If you're Dallas, you got to chalk it up. I mean, they're going to try to push this rest of this time. But I think P4 is the hill, right? Where you can get is probably the easiest to get a full
Yeah.
60 in my opinion. I think you got to fully set up for it. But as you see, there's going to be Dallas spawning behind this P3 again. Wah is going to get taken down. Now the rotation coming in already. Grizzly on that ocean side, and you're seeing Denver going to try to push through this dome side of the map. Pressure coming in from the back, though. Things getting mixy, and it looks like Denver's going to be able to get around the back and should be able to get spawns.
Yes, they should. Denver set up to close out this game here. Only need 21 seconds left to go. They're not getting the time just yet, trying to make sure nobody's around. And Dallas, they're making the push through this front side, but they know, the Denver Surrender know exactly where Dallas is trying to push from here. Mikey can make the play. He picks up one. He picks up a second. There's still one on the hill, though. Can the trade come in? It does out of Brexy. Denver still somewhat have those back spawns. We see players 5 spawn out deep, but Brexy staying alive here. That's a 3rd kill for him. Mr. Anderson still here, though. He can't find these kills, though. The Rock Heady's so dangerous right now. And, you know, similar to last hardpoint around, it seems as if the Dallas Flat Tires have, you know, used a lifeline this time around.
They'll set up for this P5, but it is going to be Wah trying to get this first kill. It does get traded out immediately. You have a semblance of structure for the moment, but that should go probably right away, as we'll see where these players spawn. I mean, look, they got the best setup they've had all map.
No.
I mean, Denver only 5 points away, and Wah with a Kobe getting the kill. Mikey, though, finding the trade. Just trying to stay as long as they can on this point. Just one more break needs to come from Denver, but Dallas right now holding them out. Play number 7, Grizzly, trying to make the play around the back, as it is going to spawn Top Life in the back, and they're going to try to break in, and that's going to be 3 down, make it 4. Denver going to win this series in 4 maps.
And Grizzly Boy was the player to make the play in the final moments. He sneaks his way through the P3, like you said, and he finds 2 to close out that game. Denver Surrender take the series in a 3-1 fashion. The control looked dangerous, but